The holiday season is very important for anybody that's in the gifting business like we are. We probably produce somewhere around 30% of the turnover in the, let's say, from middle of November through to Christmas sales. So this is incredibly important for us. We've lined up a number of different things to excite our consumer base. I mean, we have some advertising over Black Friday, which we've never had before. I think we have some strong offers both in store and offline. And then we're kind of launched a collection, which is actually not on sale, but that's also going into December. So, you know, we have sharpened our knives this time around. This is a very important period for us.
In terms of the collection that's not on sale, how important are sales for the jewelry business leading into the holiday season? Do consumers expect to see steep discounts this time of year, or do they usually tend to pay up for jewelry?
I mean, if you go back a few years, Pandora had no sales. Then I think we've had a few years where we've had problems with the business and got on this, let's call it promotional trail. And of course, a Black Friday event and these type of events in the year become increasingly important if you want to compete for the customer money. So yes, I mean, we play the game, but if I could choose, maybe I would do something different.
How are you going after those millennials and up-and-coming Gen Zers? I mean, you hear reports about maybe this demographic not being as keen to buy diamonds, for example. What are they looking for, and how are you targeting them?
So if you look at the Pandora brand, it has been a trans-generational brand. It was never designed to appeal to a particular target audience, at least from an age standpoint. We see a quite normal distribution across the age curves going from 15 to 65. So that's not been something which we've been focusing extremely much on. What we've tried to do recently with this brand relaunch is to rejuvenate the core proposition of Pandora. And then part of that has also been a most recent launch that we've done to kind of try to go after Gen Z with the Pandora Me bracelet that we just launched recently. So we do some selective activities to go after segments in the market, but generally speaking, we have a very broad proposition. I mean, we compete, you know, in the middle of the market, so we have to have a broad appeal.
So how would you gauge the health of the luxury market globally right now, especially when there is consolidation coming to the industry with LVMH acquiring Tiffany's?
I mean, if you look at the industry as such, it's been in a quite healthy space. In the last 5 years, it's probably grown anywhere between 5 and 6%, which would put it at 2x general GDP growth. So that's an interesting space. We can also see that branded jewelry is still quite low. It's probably a quarter of the total market is branded jewelry, and that's actually the only part in the market that is growing, which then would suggest that things like the merger we are seeing from LVMH and Tiffany make some sense from a consolidation standpoint, because that's the part of a healthy category that's growing.
You mentioned that you were going after certain targeted demographics as part of your turnaround strategy. Does the Chinese consumer count as one of them?
I mean, China, as for many other companies, is a very important market. It's our number 2 market in the world. So I wouldn't characterize that as a specific demographic. That's probably more a geographic target in our mind. But it's a very important consumer for us, of course.